guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for taking a minute to stop by. If you're returning, thank you as always for your continued support. So as you can tell by the title, I am going to be talking about what happened at the Virginia Walmart a couple of days ago. I'm sure by now a lot of you have already heard what happens. Unfortunately, it was another mass shooting by an employee of Walmart. This is unfortunate, you guys. This just keeps happening. It's like several times a week we're hearing about these mass shootings and people are just like going on rampages. So I did just see where they did find a note in the shooter's phone. And that kind of just was airing out his grievances with people, I guess, that like he worked with. He did have a list of names, although the victims that he shot, their names were not listed. So apparently how he was being mocked and other things were going on at work. And as you guys know, he was a manager, so a night shift manager at that. And so I'm actually back the next day. I had a hard time recording yesterday. Baby got fussy. But anyhow, I'm going to get right into this, guys. Like I said, just to let you guys know a little bit of a background, especially if you're new here, my background is medical. I've worked in medical pretty much all my life. I did get out of it a couple of times, or I have gotten out of it a couple of times. I got out of it in August of 2021. My last job was working in hospice. And that was to take on this job that I'm actually working now. And the main reason for me taking this job, to be honest, was just the fact that I got to stay home and work from home. And I just wanted to see how that would be, you know, a change and everything. So I decided to go here. And you're wondering where here is? Well, y'all, here is Walmart. So yes, I actually work for Walmart. So we received an email on Wednesday morning at 10:49. I received this email. I was actually off that day, but I decided to log in just to see, you know, what was going on at work. So I'm going to go over this really briefly, what we received from our CEO. It is with a heavy heart that I share our Walmart family experienced a tragic event last night when a gunman opened fire inside store 1841 in Chesapeake, Virginia. While details are still emerging, authorities have confirmed that there were multiple fatalities and injuries, and now we know that total is 7. The 7th person included the gunman himself. We feel tragedies like this personally and deeply, but this one is especially painful as we have learned the gunman was a Walmart associate. The entire Walmart family is heartbroken. Our hearts and prayers are with those impacted, and we are grateful for the actions of first responders. But through the shock and sadness, I want you to know that we have been working quickly to support our associates, customers, and the entire Chesapeake community in these early morning hours following this horrible event. We have a team from the home office that includes members of our Emergency Operations Center, Resources for Living, and others on site and en route. And I have asked them to do whatever it takes to support our associates and Chesapeake neighbors through this challenging time. And in closing, it says, their well-being and yours is our highest priority. At this time, we do not have any reason to believe that there is a continued threat at our Chesapeake store or any other Walmart facility. However, I know this event will weigh heavy on many of us, and I want to remind you that all associates have access to confidential support through Resources for Living, and then they have a phone number, and then just says thank you for supporting each other through the challenging days ahead. And that was off of my work email, so I have my work laptop here. So I do want to let you guys know, just when you're in the stores, just be vigilant. There's so much that's going on here. It's alarming that, you know, he was actually in management. He had worked for this store for 10 years. I'm not sure what exactly set him off. I do know that I have read an article that he felt like he was being mocked by the employees. And in a management position, I can see where that can happen. That does not justify at all taking innocent lives at all, especially when there's help and there's resources that Walmart gives us. I will also let you guys know, when you're going into these stores, make sure that you're keeping an eye out. Make sure you know where your exits are. Just pretty much, they say keep your head on the swivel. I don't really use that term, but just be alert when you guys are going into the Walmart stores. Of course, this is something that happened nighttime right before the store closed. Most Walmart stores, if not all, are closing at 11 p.m. now. Just, you know, that happened a couple years ago when C-19 happened. So 11 o'clock, and they were starting a night shift. This is something that has hit close to home, because although it didn't happen in my town, it can happen anywhere, anytime. You just don't know when it's going to happen. And my child actually works overnights at Walmart as well. So I am very concerned, especially after this has happened. You know, people are just, they're at their breaking points. A lot of people are at their breaking points. We've gone through it all of us as a nation the past couple of years with C-19, job loss, inflation. People are just having a hard time in general keeping their head above water. Again, this is no excuse. Mental health, I don't know if any of that plays into it. I guess we'll have to see what happens in the following days. Like I said, he did leave a note on his phone, just saying a little, just giving a little bit of information about what was going on for his associates and things like that. Y'all, I'm out here and it's starting to get dark, so I'm hearing little critters and there's wood, so it trips me out. Okay, you guys, so as far as the store in Chesapeake closing, of course, like the investigators are still on the scene. They're working on it. There's just a lot of, cleanup and everything that goes on with that as well. If I'm not mistaken, the opening or the store is closed at least through December the 17th. So when it comes to prepping as well, this is another reason why we need to prep for unexpected, unforeseen incidences. And I don't know what the stores look like in that area. I don't know if this is like a smaller town or a bigger town, or there are multiple different stores that people that can shop at. But I'm sure this Walmart was, a store that was frequented by a lot of people. So keep things like this in mind. Make sure you guys are prepping and preparing. You guys also know that I live in North Carolina. So in Lumberton, North Carolina, my husband actually has a lot of family there. They had another shooting at Walmart. This was not employee related. It was just two people that had a dispute. My whole thing is that bullets do not have a name on it. That the bullet could have easily hit another, person, a child, an innocent, an elderly person, just an innocent person. So make sure you guys are focusing on your perimeter. Just like keep your eyes open. Make sure you're looking. Make sure you know your surroundings. That's very important. As well as when you're going to your car, especially during the holiday season, make sure you're checking. Make sure you're locking your car doors before you go in. Women, if you have like your handbags, make sure you're securing those. Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys something. It's probably going to sound weird, but do not fall for, just because you see somebody with a child per se, it doesn't matter if it's an infant or a baby, don't fall victim to people like that either. We had an incident here at Target a couple of months ago where, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but there is something that was very off. It was like the woman was canvassing things. And a lot of people have like, a soft heart when it comes to like kids and babies. But people are sick these days and they're using kids as like, I guess, bait per se, for that reason. So that's the end of this video, you guys. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and I will see you guys soon.